Welcome to Burl Sports. Got our pre-war mixer break tonight. Let's see, make sure we got everything coming in all right on the stream, then we'll get started. Okay, looks good. Okay, so we have 112 cards in this mixer. Let me record here. All right, so we got our pre-war mixer tonight, 112 cards. Feel free to interact in the chat. So we sold 111 cards, gave one away. Every spot in the break gets a card. So 112 cards, 112 spots. Thanks, Paul, for nabbing that last spot. We still had a spot left as of 30 minutes ago. Paul grabbed that one. I thought it'd be fun to see which one it was. But congrats to Curtis Rich for winning the free spot in this break. We've every break that we've got 100 cards or more, we try to give a spot away. And make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, get in on those. So 3 ways to enter, even though we're just giving the 1 spot away. And you got to be in it to win it. But a few of you are new this go around, so I'll do a quick rundown of how we do things. So I've got our list here with 112 names in it. I've got our checklist right here beside it, and so these are the cards in the same order they were on the break listing. So I've got some bolded that I'll show you that we got pulled out here. But we won't read through all 112 cards. I will post a full list as soon as we're done. And but we will read through. I picked out 20 or so hits, and we'll look at those live on the broadcast, either because they're Hall of Famers or they're cool cards or they're pretty nice condition, considering we're talking, 1941 is the newest card in this break. So fun stuff. And so what we do is we randomize this list. We use random.org's list randomizer. We'll shuffle it up 3 times. Then we'll take that randomized list, paste it right next to this checklist. So whoever's name comes out on top will get card number 1, Bob Groom. Whoever's name comes out second will get Sherwood McGee, and so on. You can see Gehrig's 13. Let's see. Averill's 45, and the Ruth is 59, and then the Ted is 112. So that's kind of how we'll run things, and tune you into, if you're into unopened breaks, so some stuff from the 80s is up, 79 OPG pack hockey, as well as a new box of shiny stuff. Looking for those Zion rookies like everybody else. And so feel free to check those out. Remember, we're running our giveaway. So giving away some cool cards, 67 Carew, $100 worth of break credit, 58. Oh, look, there's a misspelling. All-Star Mantle, Upper Deck Griffey, Bowman Pujols, and a little bit more break credit. So all totaled, $500 worth of giveaways. So that's open for another week. So every $50 you spend gets you an entry. However many different breaks you buy into, we'll multiply those entries. So if you spend $100 across 3 breaks, you get 2 entries for the $100, and you get multiply that by 3 for 6 entries. So that's how that'll work, and there'll be 7 winners. And we got some more cool breaks coming up tomorrow. And if the unopened stuff we got up sells out, we'll post some more of that too. So without any further ado, we will get our random going. So we use random.org list randomizer. And yep, here we go. So here's our list. Good luck, everybody. Well, I don't know what that's about. Okay, here we go. Now we'll copy it. We will paste it. And again, we'll randomize it 3 times. So here's 1, 2, 3. All right, 112 items in the list. We got 112 names there. All right. So we'll expand this just a touch. Try to get, there we go, a little bit more visibility. Okay. So up first, our first hit we'll look at is Sherwood McGee goes to Josh Bailey. So T205 here, classic gold border set. Really common to chip, so pretty strong borders, a little chipping on the corners. This one's a sweet coral back with black text. Lots of fun variations if you are into that kind of thing. Love the design on the T205s. Very, very classy. We've got Ira Thomas goes to Marco. So Ira Thomas, not the best condition card in the set, but I did pull it because centering's pretty nice. Even those are a little bit of surface wear, but it is a sovereign back with just a touch tougher green text and little paper loss there. But sovereign backs are kind of cool. Not scarce by any stretch of the imagination, but not nearly as common as the sweet coral or the Piedmonts. All right, then we got Ewing up next. Goes to Brandon Verzel. I pulled this one because if you're much into tobacco cards, sometimes miscuts can carry a little bit of a premium. This one's not bad enough to do so, but I do like a nice fat border on top there. You can see a little bit of the card above it on the sheet from their border, but it's cool. So you can see the red text here. And the last T205 we'll look at is Briscoe Lord. That goes to Brandon as well. So a couple T205s for you, Brandon. There's Briscoe. So pulled Briscoe. He's got a polar bear back, which got the token tobacco staining there on the polar bears, which is always fun as well. We'll look at a few of the Gaudi's cards next. So we got the Gehrig up first. So Brandon with got 3 cards in a row that we're looking at, which is pretty fantastic. So congrats on hitting the Gehrig, Brandon. Worldwide Gum is actually the Canadian version of Gaudi's set, so a little bit smaller set, scarcer and undervalued in my opinion, certainly based on scarcity. Little pinhole in Gehrig, but a nice presentation on a low-grade card. But you can see there, Worldwide Gum, printed in Canada, opposed to a Gaudi card, which has the Gaudi Gum Company printed with the Boston tag there. So very cool. Gehrig's 55 in the Worldwide Gum set. All right. Next up, we'll look at Komorski. Goes to Dave Fairbairn. So I've always liked this card. Just nice presentation. Represents the set pretty well. Clean artwork. Represents the era. And of course, nice bio on the back. There you have it. Let's see. Pulled a couple of the nicer looking Goudies as well. Kaufman goes to Charlie Bailey. Nice bold colors. Considering this card is 85 years old at this point. Very cool. And Reynolds again, nice bold colors. Goes to Dustin Norton. Something else you'll see from time to time on these Goudies is what's called a wet sheet transfer. So I don't know if you can see the Big League Chew red there on the bottom. That's not bleeding through from the front. That's where the sheets were wet and they stacked them on top of each other, so you got a bit of a transfer onto the card, on the back of the card, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Let's see, we got Howley up next. It's Joseph Cerullo. Then got our next Hall of Famer, Earl Averill, goes to Bradley O'Connor. So PSA 4 on Averill, which is a nice mid-grade example of your Indian star. And Babe Ruth will be up next. So there's the Ruth. That goes to John Farstfelt. So nice hit for you, John. Massive, massive card. PSA 2 on the Ruth. And again, this is a worldwide gum. So it doesn't carry quite the premium of the Goudey version, but same image as 144 in the Goudey set. This is number 80 in the worldwide gum set. There you have it. But PSA 2 on him. So nice hit for you, John. Congratulations on that one. We'll leave him there for eye candy, right? Got a couple 34 Goudey Beckett graded cards. So got Kramer, which is Beckett 3. One of the Gehrig says low numbers there. Got French, which is a Beckett 2.5. A little paper tape on the case, but nice card. Oh, and the Kramer went to Chris Marzullo, and the French goes to David Gwinner. We got Dave Fairbairn gets Ed Holly. Big fan of the doodles in the background. A big fan of the green background cards on the 34s. Just like the way the colors all play together. But that's a PSA 2.5 on the Holly. we'll look at a few of the Hall of Famers from 40 play ball that were in here. So up first is Chuck Klein, goes to Randy Jones. Nice low-grade example on Chuck. Then got to show the next two together. So Paul Wainer and Lloyd Wainer go to Joseph Cerullo and Kyle Pinkowski. And so you've got Big Poison and Little Poison, which are got to be like top 10 baseball nicknames of all time, especially for brothers. But very, very cool. Cool duo there, even though they're low grade. And we've got Arky Vaughn going to Brandon Verzel. Brandon tearing it up this break, man. So Arky's 107. But he's the 71st card in this break, so. Then we've got Joe Cronin. So a little bit of paper loss here on Joe. Worse for the wear. And Paul, there you go. That's that last spot you bought. How about that? So you got a star out of it, which is pretty cool. We've got another one of the best nicknames, and the nickname's actually one of the coolest things about the 40 play ball set. But we got High Pockets Kelly. Goes to Brandon again. Brandon bringing it home this break, man. Fantastic. Then did pull the Whitey Moore because it's one of the nicer 40 play balls. So nice crease-free example. They'd won the pennant in 39. Gum ink, which then colorized their next issue in 41 before being shut down for the war. Then we got Frankie Frisch, goes to Dan Ballard. And James Hopp bringing home the Ted there at the end. So SGC 4.5 on the double play, Ted Williams. So dual player card with Jim Tabor. But cool card, they're blank backs. Pretty tough set. Not incredible, not incredibly expensive. You want to put the whole thing together. Just a couple of Ted Williams in there. That yeah, Ted's got 2 cards in that set, which are a couple of the key cards. But very cool. 75 cards in that one total, if you ever want to put it together. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for buying in. I really appreciate you all, and we'll get a break we've never done before up tomorrow, as well as a 53 tops break. But got a 63 bazooka set, which somewhat tough. It's got some, they're little tobacco-sized cards of the players of yesterday. So got Babe. You've got Lou in that one too. And so little tiny 41 card set. So we'll put that up tomorrow, as well as the 53 top set break. So keep an eye out for those. Thanks again, and yeah, have a great rest of your Thursday night. See you, folks.